You're alive. You're alive. But hi there, people. How you doing? You know about accent of English, like how different between the American English and the British English? Well, everybody speaks different. You also don't know that how many people who are from the South or the North, they sound different from each other. And the people who are the history of the American English, all the British accent when some northern gone down to the south, some of the southern English gone up to the north, some the Middle East and the Middle West English went into the middle of the United States. Yeah, I mean, that's how we sound because we always sound different from each other. But my English is between Georgian and Maryland. And one thing is, I don't like when people talk fart jokes about my grandmother's home state. You know what I mean? Come on. My grandmother was from Maryland and my grandfather is from Georgia. And the way I speaking is I getting like mixture between the Georgian and the Southerners and the Northerners. Ugh, it's crazy. I mean, was like, what's your accent? I mean, come on. My grandfather was from Georgia. My grandmother was from Maryland. And see, I had a mixture of English and Scotch and Irish. And they spoke kind of different from each other. And how I pronounce the words is not always sound correctly to my listeners because, hey, it's the way I talk. It's like I've been through the years and years to speech therapy as a child. Like a lot of time I don't pronounce a th. I don't lift my tongue to say the th words. And a lot of times or saying the L words or R words or the th words. You know what I mean? I mean, come on, I have a speech disorder. And it's the way I talk. When I say talk, I make the sound of T. Talk. But I know how some people speak a lot different than others, and that's all. We're all just plain human. And I don't know what the British think about how I sound, or people from Georgia, or of the people of the South, and people in the North, or people in between, in the middle of the states, of the North and South states. The Middle English is in the middle. Who knows? Sometimes people are thinking like, where you're from, and I said, well, come on, I'm from here. I said my grandfather was from Georgia and my grandmother was from Maryland, and I have a Midwest grandfather and grandmother, and they're from the Midwest, but they speak English, but the English that they have their accents. But my mother's father is a Bohemian, and my mom's mother is an Austrian. But I'm from but I have Austrian and Bohemian ancestors. But I'm not very good. I never met them. Only I've been living around with a Georgian grandfather, with a Maryland grandmother, and they talk to each other different way. And my father grew up in Virginia, and my aunt was born in Virginia. And then I have an uncle named Uncle Max, but he passed away probably last year. He has a Texan, but he's a German Texan, and they pronounce words different. but they do pronounce English but a different way with a German accent. Or not, but I don't know because I never been around how people sounds. I hate my glasses fall down, falling down. I don't know what people think about how I talk, but I do talk. But I'm not a dimwit. It mostly is. I just, I go to ARC at 1500 Howard Street in San Francisco, California, and we are having a art show on August 6th at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's a 3 hours, and I'm gonna be there, and I need to get away from home. I might live in an apartment. That'd be good for me. And what you see in here is my apartment. I live, I sleep in my bedroom sometimes, and I paint in the living room at home. I do all my painting at home, and I just don't like when people are judging me as like what accent I speak of. I don't have an accent. I just talk this way. I just don't believe in it. You know, I could sometimes I can pick up an accent very quickly than I can hear from a person. But I can also can change my voice to sound like a cat talking like, "Oh, well, you see so, and then you can know that either us pussycat are not going to open our kitty door to no kitties." You know how I did that with voice? I put my tongue up to the roof of my mouth. That you could see that I always do that. But I can lower my voice, I can raise my voice, and I can change my voice around if I want to. But voices is we always sound different. I always keep my lips down, and that's the way I am. How I talk like this. And I really talk like this because I always talk this way. And one time, a long time ago, when I had my art show about a long time ago, back in the 1990s, I was selling my paintings at the 2030 Club down in Redwood City. It's a restaurant, and they show off artwork. And the person asked me, "Can you smile?" A photographer asked me, "Can I smile?" And I said, "Sir, you can't see my eyes because my eyes are very small. And I can't see anything if I go. If I smile, I'll take off my glasses. And because you asked me to smile, this is how I look. I can't see you. And you can't see my eyes." And I smile like this. I don't like it. And sometimes it's hard to lower your cheek because your cheekbone is high. I don't know if I have Cherokee ancestors or not because I don't know because I don't know nothing about my grandfather's family. I know nothing about my grandfather's family. Oh, I know that my grandfather was sent to an orphanage. That's I know. That one story. I know my grandfather's father died in a tragic accident. His mother fell in love with another man. This man do not want to be my grandfather's stepfather and sent my grandfather in the orphanage. And my grandfather was pissed off with his mother. He never forgave her what she did to the family. And let me to tell you this. When you never forgive what she did to your family, you never forgive your grandmother, your mother. But what she did is wrong. Send him into an orphanage. Because I don't know nothing about my grandfather's family. I didn't know my grandfather's family was involved with the Civil War. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know my grandfather's family were gun makers. I didn't know my grandfather's family were in real estate business. I didn't know my grandfather's family were involved with the burning down of Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know nothing about my grandfather's family. And I still don't know nothing about it. I don't know I have like Cherokee blood or not. I don't know. I know nothing. All I know is my grandmother's family from Maryland. The only know I know about my mom's that we're learning a little bit of my mom's family because I have over 400 cousins. 400 cousins. I have over 400 cousins who are living in the United States and Australia. But they're from my mom's side of her family. The Scarlet family and Glacier family. The Scarlet family and the Glacier family are the two members of my family I know. The Glaciers were Austrians and the Scarlets are the Bohemians. That's all I can think of because I don't know anything about my family tree that much. It bothers me sometimes because I didn't know I have 400 cousins, and so did my mother because she never knew she had like 400 cousins. And you just say to yourself, it's like you're totally lost in your family tree. Because, I mean, if you look at the name of Ansley, that name we don't know of. I mean, I don't know who is my cousins are, who is my relatives are, who is the members of my family are on my grandfather's side. I don't know if we have Cherokee blood or not Cherokee blood. I don't know nothing about my grandfather's family. I don't know if we are. My grandfather is English and Scotch or English and Irish and Native American, like Cherokee. I don't know nothing about his family. My grandmother's family was named Elliot. And I think that they are the English. I don't know, they're English and Scotch or English and Irish. I don't know anything about them either. I know I had the talented side in the family. I don't know which gene it came from. And I don't know about the blood clots in my family tree. I know they came from both sides of the family. Like, my father died of brain hemorrhage at the age of 42 down at Richmond, California, of a brain hemorrhage. And my mom's father was dying of a blood clot on his leg and went up to his head. I'm just talking, Ken. I'm talking. But things you don't know of because you don't. I'm just talking to the video. Oh, Ken, sometimes I don't know. But you gotta say to yourself is, what is a part of your family name? I know Ansley Ansley is from England, but they also say I maybe I don't know, like trying to think is like something like I had to understand about my family tree, but I don't know everything of that. If I'm English, but I could be English and Anglo-Saxon. I don't know if I'm Anglo-Saxon. I don't know. I don't know if I'm part of Native American. I don't know either. I know England been invaded by so many people in past. Like we have the Celts, we have the other tribes of people in England, and we got invaded by the Roman, the Anglo-Saxon, the Vikings. We've been invaded by like so many times. Even the French, and also invaded us. I mean, I don't know what my family tree anymore is. I don't know because I don't know if I'm part of the Anglo-Saxon clan. I don't know. It bugged me a lot. I know I am what I am, but I seen how Europeans look. A normal European do not have high cheekbones, but I have high cheekbones, and I don't know if I have Native American blood or not. And my eyes are small, but I don't know. It bothers me. It really bothers me. Family history is family history, and I don't understand. But I know I'm Caucasian, but I don't like going out in the sun because I get really horrible migraine headaches. And if I'm in the sun, I get horrible migraines, and give me a bad headache. I don't like going over to the East Coast in the summertime because I suffer from migraines, and that is a bad thing to have. When you have migraines, your head is pounding and can't stand the sun too much and the humidity too much. And I wasn't born in that type of weather. I'm born in the West Coast, where it's a cooler planet. And I'm born with cool air. But you had to stay warm in California because in the Bay Area it's always cold in the summer. If you go up to North Bay, it depends how hot it is. If you go to South Bay, it's a lot hotter. That means San Jose is twice as hotter. And if you go to East Bay, you don't know. San Francisco is cool, but if you go to the peninsula, I used to live there, and I don't know what I can't remember what it was like, hot or cold, but San Francisco is cold. Remember Santa Clara is hot. Santa Clara and San Jose are the hot parts. Richmond between Richmond, El Cerrito, um, Elm Street, those places. What else? Children's Fairyland, Critic Grove in Oakland, Children's Fairyland in Oakland. Um, I remember I went to Berkeley. I was at the Special Olympic back in the year of 1984, and I got a gold medal for track and field doing race walking. and I have my gold medal. But the medal of gold medal is not really real gold; it's fake gold. And what else? And I know how hot is Santa Rosa is, and those areas and up the North Bay is a lot hotter. And my roommate lives in his mom lives in Sacramento. It's very hot, like somewhere about like 90 or 100 degrees. And I used to live in Santa Barbara in a private school, but I'm not allowed to mention the name of it. It's very hot, but we are very close to the ocean, and we're above the water. We're up like a cliff, and some part is straight down. And I also remembered that how hot about a couple of years ago, back in 1977, and I do remember the fire back in 1977. It was caused by an idiot who flying a kite break down the wire, accidentally broke a wire, and the flames and the wind blew the flames and caused a big fire back in 1977. And I remember that. I remember the fire. I remember the fire, but I just not quite sure about my family tree is. All I can say, I'm English, Scotch, and Irish, Austrian, Austrian, and Bohemian. That's all I can say. But I found out that we're from Austria and Hungary Empire. Who cares? But I don't know if I have Native American blood, but I don't know because I wish I knew about my family background. I don't. A lot of people look for their roots and they create DNA out of their mouth, and get the saliva and put it into the cut and find out what their DNA says. The saying is like, I mean, how much of the Austrian and English and Irish and Scottish blood you have, or in your DNA, or how much is Native American? Because hey, we're all from out of Africa centuries ago, because mankind went out of Africa, goes to Europe, Middle East, Asia, the New World of North America, Central America, South America. We travel to the islands nations, Australia, New Zealand. I mean, mankind has always came from Africa centuries ago. But a lot of people just don't know where their deep roots are. I'm not worried about it. And sometimes someone told me, like, I have a friend and he's French, and he told me, he said my last name kind of sounds like fox. And I was thinking, I don't know about that if I'm a fox. But, I'm very sneaky. And I'm very clever sometimes. But I really don't know, because sometimes I collect things that I have right here on my wall. I mean, I collect bears, I collect cats, I have fox plates, I have stuff of Texas, stuff from different places. I have Polish stuff, I have Polish stuff, tigers, and a lot of stuff on my walls in my bedroom. But I'm not very sure about my family trios. But being a left-handed is one thing I don't know of. If you ask me if I know about my family tree, I don't know. I am an artist, being a mentally handicapped artist, and now I became mentally handicapped and mentally physically disabled because I have deep blood veins. I hate that. And someone asked me, how you like it about retiring? I say the only thing I miss is my coworkers. I'm used to working with other people. I miss it working with my bosses. I miss it working around with my coworkers. I have a Filipino coworker, and I have some Caucasians and Filipinos and Africans and African Americans, and I have a lot of different coworkers because I'm more comfortable being around with people who are not disabled because I'm the only one have a disability. But I had to walk around with a cane, and I miss the old work days, and I get up early in the morning, get myself a have some like a drink, a coffee with some kind of like a Starbucks bagel, everything on the bagel with cream cheese or butter, and I always sit down, eat that, and after that I get ready and go and start working. I work from 7 o'clock and I get off at 4:30, and I'm used to that stuff. But nowadays, I can't do that anymore. I still miss my job, but I can't have a sitting down job because of my legs, and I can't have a standing up job because of my legs. And I wish I never had deep vein syndrome. It's a pain in the ass for me, and I don't understand, like, why me? Why I had to suffer from it? Not only me suffering from the deep vein syndrome, including my mother. My mom suffered from the deep vein syndrome, and I'm concerned about my two nephews. I don't know is Derek or Jason going to suffer from deep vein syndrome because it's genetic. It runs in the family. I don't know. I don't know. I know I have a cousin who have cancer, and I know I have an uncle who died from cancer. I know cancer genes runs in the family. My mom's uncle died of throat cancer, and he was a heavy smoker. I don't smoke. My grandmother suffered from alcoholism, and I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't want to get critically ill. I try to watch what I eat. It's not easy when you're getting older. It's harder. I drink non-fat milk. I try to eat things less, and then when I eat a meal, I don't want to eat nothing else. That's it. When you eat one meal, that's it. No more. I'm not totally hungry. You try to cut back on eating. It's not easy. It's not easy when you get older. It's harder when you get old. I mean, you can say to me, why does this guy looks so young? Maybe I'll tell you this. I stay out of the sun. I'm 58 years old. I stay out of the sun. I know cancer runs very high, and I don't want to get skin cancer. And unfortunately, as I'm not that type of guy who like to get skin cancer, I don't want to have skin cancer. I like the Star Trek thing or Star Wars, but I'm not a big fan. Yeah, that's the one part. I'm not a fanatic. And I do like to watch movies, but I can't sit in the movie theater because of my deep vein syndrome. It's kind of be hard for me to sit down watching a 3 hour film. You gotta have your legs up if you have deep veins. You have to have your legs up. But that's life. That's total life it is. Well, don't feel sorry for me, and that's the way I had to live. Getting old is not fun. It's a pain in the ass. And anybody else is thinking, oh, what are you saying that for? But that's how I feel. I know I pronounce my F's, and sometimes I drop the L, or I pronounce my L's or E's, or see, I have a difficult to understanding the vowels. And I always say words different. That's who I am. I am different. I have a speech disorder. Imagine if someone have a Star Trek character who have a speech disorder. That'd be kind of different. How about a cartoon character have a speech disorder? That'd be nice, but it'd be nice. I like to see cartoons with disabled people, disabled animals. Imagine if you have a lion who walk around with a cane. He talks, and he has glasses, and he talks with the cane, and he speaks not a very good sound of his language, and then he will say, "Look, I have a disability. I have problems with my vowels. Don't rush me." It's say if I was a lion, a character at Zootopia television show. Say if I was a lion at the Zootopia television show, and I'd be talking, and I said, "Well, I don't care about my cousin. He works at the mayor. I stay here. I avoid politics. I very avoid politics. I don't want to get involved with his politics. I've been through a lot of a living hell because I have speech disorder since I was a cub. I have a leg problem since I was a cub. I'm physically disabled as a cub. I'm also doing art. It's because it makes me happy. And if you want me talk to my cousin, let him to take all the politics. Leave me out of it. And I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get involved with politics. And I'm getting sick and tired of hearing it. And someone asked me, why do lions don't listen to other lions? Well, we're different from each other. Because I said so. And I'm a lion who don't want to get involved with my cousins. They have their own life, and I have my own life. I go to work in an art studio with other disabled animals. I work around with a bunch of other disabled animals. And this is a program for us. We do art. We do pottery, drawing, painting. We do a lot of things. But we want to say a created. And I said so. I am the lion who don't want to get involved with my cousin. Just don't get me mad because I don't talk about it. I hate politics. That guy, he's a show off. He's a show off lion that I ever saw. He's a show off lion. He wants to be who he wants. Zootopia is his land. It's not mine. And I want to be a liberated animal. I am happy with myself. I mean, that could be. It sounds like a character. If I made that character up and doing that type of voice, it'd be kind of great. But I don't think I want to read it in front of people because I get very nervous when I see group of people on the left side of me, group of people on the right side of me. I get very scared, and I'm always like that because I don't do that thing because I don't read in front of people because I'm more input and more scare. Say if you say of a person who is so scared, you gotta say, "Oh, I can't say that. Oh, I'm very scared. Oh, don't want to talk to you. Please stay away from me. Please stay away from me." That's not like some little animal in me want to be left alone. Well, I know that I better get off, and I hope you people have a good day. Bye.